Thanks, Father, and thanks, Michelle, for inviting us to come up and visit with you. Really, it's Deb Outwater talking, and Harry has stood by my side and supported me now for almost 40 years, and he's just going to be my arm candy this morning. We started dating as toddlers. So I took a minute to think a little bit about our time here at St. Vincent's, and we have been parishioners for about 20 years, plus minus. And as I think back to when we first were looking for a church home, we visited several churches in the area. And really, it didn't take us long to recognize the hospitality, the generosity, and the sense of welcome that we felt when we started our life here at St. Vincent's. And stewardship from the beginning was something that was important to us. At the time, we had 2 out of our 3 children in the Catholic schools, and then eventually had all 3 go through the Catholic schools here in the Wichita area. But if I'm being really honest, initially our stewardship was really more of a sense of obligation. That's something that we committed to when we put our children in the Catholic schools. And over time, it became a habit. It's just what we did. It's how we interacted when we came to St. Vincent's. And it's really been in the last several years. Our children have been out of the Catholic schools now for 4 years, I think, after everybody went through. And we honestly participate out of a sense of gratitude. We have been given so much through the opportunities that we've been a part of. And you know, the Lord asks us to give of our treasures, our talent, and our time. And I reverse those a little bit on purpose, because we all find different places that are easier or harder for us to share what we have. One of the things that we have realized is that online giving has been an amazing way to share of our treasures. We've traveled a lot this fall, and we've still been able to support our home parish even when we may participate in the sacraments in other places. Talents, you know, God gives us some, and some get a larger supply. I'll show up. I don't know that I have a tremendous number of talents to give. But as I think about the widow who gave truly out of her lack, for me and for us as a family, time is probably our most guarded gift, if you will. And that's really kind of where the Lord's Diner has come in, because it is a concrete time that we have chosen to give. What we enjoy is that there's really opportunities for people in all sorts of things. It's the 4th Saturday of the month that's St. Vincent's night to serve, although they feed the hungry 365 days of the year, and you don't just have to come on our night. There's time in the late morning, early afternoon for food prep, so if you always have a commitment on Saturday night, there's that opportunity. Some people maybe don't feel the level of comfort with interacting with our homeless and our hungry, and that's okay. You can still give of yourself. And then the diner typically is from 5:30 to 7:30, and there's lots and lots of jobs. Many hands make light work, and I've been amazed. We've gone pretty consistently for the last year, unless we're not in town, and it is a well-oiled machine. We show up a little before 5:30, everybody gets their assignments, we pray, and then we serve, and then we wrap up. It's probably the one time I volunteered, or the one opportunity, 100% of the time I leave feeling so grateful that I had done that. I think it's a great opportunity to build and deepen friendships with those of us here at St. Vincent's. When you start showing up all the time, you develop a camaraderie, but also people from other faith traditions that happen to serve on our night. My home is in the dish racking area. I love racking the dishes. I know what to do. It's a task I can finish. There's not a ton of thought. And there's a woman who comes from another parish, and that is her job. And we've really become pretty good friends. Jesus asks us hard questions. When did you feed me? And when did you clothe me? And I think this is a great opportunity that St. Vincent's has given us to say, you know what? For 2 hours, I really made a difference in the lives of some people. I fed his children. You know, there's other opportunities like caring and sharing in our blessing box, where we get to perhaps clothe those who don't have what they need. You know, we're taught faith without service is empty. And this is a really, really easy way to serve. You know, I'm just going to close with a sense of gratitude. I had a birthday this month, but I also had the opportunity to go out to see the Northern Lights, and I don't know if anybody else did that. And it happened to be on my birthday that we went, so that's kind of why they're tied together. And I was in a very reflective place about the tremendous gifts that we've been given. But there's at least one reference in the Bible that talks about as a multitude as great as the stars. And we were out in the middle of nowhere, and I couldn't count them. You could see the Milky Way, and you could see galaxies, or assume that that's what they were. And it was an opportunity to realize how blessed we are as God's children. And I appreciate the fact that St. Vincent's gives us lots of opportunities to give back in that sense of gratitude. So, thank you for this opportunity.
Thanks. So if you'd like to have more information about the Lord's Diner or any of the opportunities, Michelle will be, Carlini will be outside in the gathering space. One of the points, one of the other speakers said that his wife didn't work at the Lord's Diner, but he worked somewhere else. We're all called to different things. Some of us want to be in front of people, some want to be behind the scenes. So the parish really does provide lots of different opportunities for service. So important to be able to serve outside of ourselves.